Hey, welcome. So today we're going to do an everyday makeup look that I use. And I have some of my favorite products. I have Beautycounter. This is their holiday palette and it has all the colors. I like these because I just get one and that's what I use for everything. I'm also using the Beautycounter Holiday Highlighter palette, which I adore. And then Beautycounter Blush in Guava. And I will be using Tarte Concealer. My cat will be participating. And then just a little simple gloss. I currently have chapstick on. So to start, I have a few little things going on in my face, and so I'm going to take the concealer and dab it on, work the concealer. I'm using a beauty blender, just in and around and all the way into my face, and so it will be a double as concealer and a little foundation so things don't look super uneven. Just be mindful if you do use a concealer or a foundation, especially in the winter, it might affect your skin tone, and so you might need a little more blush or bronzer to warm things up. It's pretty magical, right? I'm just using the Tarte Shape Tape, and this color is light. My skin's light and it's winter. My most important step always is my brows. You can see this is my natural brow. They're very light and I look a little bald. They end about here. So what I do is I prefer to just use a powder. I'm going to use this color here, which is Sable. A nice warm brown. And I just take this little, this brush, a little angle brush, is from Target. It's very old, but I do love it for my brows because my brows are fuller. And then I just start in the center and work my way up and out in short little sweeps. And I will say that I always start with my brows. Look at the difference. 1, 2. Really see. I always start with my brows because I feel like then I get a really more complete picture of my face when doing makeup. I don't wear makeup every day, but I do, if I leave the house, unless I'm like going to yoga, I will shade my brows, and regardless of if there's anything else I do, I feel like the brow is super important. So there we go. When I have a nice shape for brow waxing, it's really not that hard to shade them in. So now I have a canvas, pretty easy. I'm gonna do some purples. So I'm going to use, for my all over, Buff, and then I'm gonna use Slipper, and then I will use Burgundy for more of the contour. And then I will likely use Daytime. I'll use Port, which is hard to tell, but it is also kind of a purple color. I've been really enjoying purples lately. Okay, so I'm just dipping the Buff, tapping it, and I just work gently up into my brow bone, and I kind of coat my eye. Okay, very simple. Wow. Then I'm taking Slipper, work it in, and I always, you can see, you get quite a lot of powder. Just tap. I had a roommate in college. I've been shading my eyebrows in forever, and I was always like an early riser, and she said she could always hear me. She knew I was up because our bathroom was shared, and she'd hear me do this because I'd be tapping off the excess powder before I shaded in my eyebrows. Shout out to Whitney. You gotta tap it, guys. That's what she said. Sorry. Anyway, working that in, and these colors from Beautycounter, oh my gosh, they are really, I guess the word is saturated. I'm sweeping just a little bit under my eye. They're very, very saturated. And so if you do a really dark color and you really work it in there, it will be super dark. So I always start a little bit lighter. All right, now I'm using the very, very purple, the burgundy. And I'm gonna use this one. This side, it's a two-sided brush, which I love. The great thing about this palette, well, also is it has this little mirror that pops out. But this is like the only thing I travel with, is I just put this one palette in my bag. It has every look I could ever want is in here, and I don't really have to bring anything else. Burgundy, using the angle side. Tap, tap, tap. And then I work the corner right along my lash line and then up into the crease. And then it's like sweep, 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 sweep. Other side. My cat wants to get in the window. Again, we start along the lash line, then work up into the corner. This is hilarious because it is Thursday. Thursdays are like my work at home, work for myself days, and I never leave the house. Well, that's not true. I do leave the house sometimes, but I did a hair video earlier, so my hair's done. I'm gonna have my makeup done. I better do something tonight. I'm going to add a little bit of this color, Haze, just because I want a little more contour in my corner. So again, just work out. Can you see the difference? It's not really intense, but it's a subtle darkening. And that's totally up to you. I mean, for a daytime look in particular, you really don't need a lot of contour in your eye. You can just have a nice light color. But for me, it's kind of fun to really, I'm playing up this purple look. And as always, like, this is what I learned in makeup. I took theatrical makeup in college, and there's no like right or wrong, but the one thing that is wrong is to not blend. So I was taught blend and blend and blend, and then when you think you've blended enough, blend some more. That's what we just did. I saw my mom the other day. Oh, I'll tell you that story in a minute. Okay, so now we're going to use this Port, another purple, for our liner. Now, you can wet your liner brush. This is a Bobbi Brown fine liner brush, ultra fine. You can wet it for a more defined look, or I'm just going to use it dry, and that will be a softer look. So again, I work it in, and then listen, tap that. And then I pull my eye. You want to work it right into the lash line. That's kind of the key here. And so you look, working it, and oddly for me, I notice I can work it into the lash line better if my eye is open. Another reason why it's really important to tap so you're not getting a ton of powder falling into your eye. Work through the crease, not the crease, the whatever inner eye. That's a really subtle. Okay. You can deepen that if you want a more defined look from eye to eye. But you can see, right? This eye looks a lot more open and defined than this eye. It's just that subtle line. Gonna do it again. Port. Listen. Tap. And then again, we work in. And I would say be careful. You want to be really in toward the center of the eye when you go toward the waterline, because you don't want it to be really thick over here. It'll make your eye look a little droopy. See, when it's thin there, it defines your eye. When it's thick, it brings the attention inward and makes your eyes look small, which you don't want. Okay, so miraculously, I did not spill, which is good. Yeah, so I'm good there. If you did spill, I just sweep it off. And then I'm just gonna do one more round because I like a little more eyeliner. I'm like, if I'm gonna do it, I may as well do it. I don't know how to do cat eyes, so you won't get that from me. Speaking of cats, my cat's obsessed with my plant. Okay, blush. Blush is one of my favorite makeup tools. I feel like somewhere along the way, everyone stopped using blush and only used bronzer. And I used to tell my friends, I'm like, bronzer is not blush. They serve very different purposes, and especially in the winter, you want to have that fresh, peachy glow. Bronzer's almost artificial in the winter. You can use a little bit, but a nice, gorgeous pink cheek, oh, can't beat it. I have this really fluffy Beautycounter blush brush. I always blow on it before I start. Then you just work it in. And again, this is really saturated. I tap and then I smile. Just work it in. So the story I was going to tell earlier is I got my mom this blush and I'm working around. I like a little pink on my face. You can see that, huh? Sad. Peachy. I saw my mom, we went to see John Legend the other day. He's amazing. And she had just used her blush. She used, I don't think she used too much, but she basically just went like this on each side. And so you could see a really defined line of where the blush line was. And so again, that's just a reminder to all of us that when blushing, you want to keep, see that? You want to keep blending it in. Not up. I always blend, and it's like you want to keep it in this plane. You don't want it too high to your under eye. I actually got a little high right here. And you don't want it too low. So you just want to work right in between. Okay. So that's blush, and don't be afraid to use your hands to work it in. I went a little high and it looks a little pink, so I'm just going to take a little of this concealer and tap it on. Then with my concealer brush. Again, you can do this whole look without any concealer. I just happen to need a little bit. Or I don't need it. I want it. Once I discovered concealer, I was like, holy guacamole. This shit works. Right, Mia? Alright, so we got our blush. Happy, happy, happy. Blend, 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 blend. If your brush hurts your face, get a different brush. They should be nice and fluffy. You don't want to irritate your face. Alright, so now we're using our highlighter palette, which I cannot get enough of. This gives you, in the winter, a nice glow, but it doesn't seem artificial. Here's why. My favorite color is this golden. So it gives you especially lighter tone. Actually, no, it looks gorgeous on dark skin tones too. So especially lighter skin tones, I would say it's natural. Because for like my skin tone, anything really dark and bronzy can look really fake because no one believes that I could be that tan. But we have this halo, which I'm going to use on my cheeks. I'm going to use golden on top, and then I'm going to use sun-kissed underneath as the contour. Okay, so it's a really mild way to create more contour especially at a different time of year. Okay, and I like it in the summer too, halo. Just sweet. Because, again, you're already going to have a nice glow in the summer, and this will just naturally enhance it. You wouldn't even need blush. You could just use these colors. All right, so halo on the cheeks, and I do use a smaller brush for this. Then the golden, right, I sweep from the brow on the tops of your cheeks, and then a little on the side, and it's like, you see that? It's like a kiss. Oh, the kiss of glow from here out. And then again, instead of using the brush this way, I turn it, and then you get, oh my god, look at that glow. You see that? All right, sun-kissed underneath. That's how you can find that area. It's just a little triangle right here, and then I sweep in. See? No triangle, triangle. And again. Up, around. This one too, you can use a little bit here in your hairline. And I just learned this trick. You can use it right on the sides of your nose, but you should use a finer brush than I'm using. And then here. All right, that's the face. I'm gonna end with a little gloss. This is Tulip, just a light pink. Smells like peppermint. And then, finally, if you wanted for your eyes, okay, you could go under here for a more defined look, or you can do a soft look right here with a light color. And I'm going to do that. A little bit of the burgundy, which was this really pretty plummy purple. I don't know if it's plum. And look. See that? Be gentle. You don't want to look like you're having, you know, a walk of shame. The idea of this is not to like have a really intense smeared eyeliner look. It's just a little gentle definition. See how that changed the look? So that's like a bonus option. It's not necessary. And now I'm ready for the day to sit at home with my cat. Here she is. Hi, baby. That's Mia. She likes to oversee all of my videos. So if you have any questions, post them below. I will link up the products that I used. But call this daytime or nighttime. I don't know, depending on how much makeup you use. Look. But it gives you a really natural glow. It's really healthy ingredients, right, for the products for your skin. And you might even impress yourself with this new look. So comments below, subscribe to my channel for more videos, obviously, and if you want to hear more from me, you can sign up for my newsletter at alignful.com. And you can also find me on Instagram at Dana_Evans. So I will see you guys next time. Have a beautiful day.